All right, 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 all right. You guys can probably tell that I'm getting more excited because I'm getting more to the parts that I like. The beginner side, it's not my thing. I don't really like it, but I do it anyway. But yeah, man, we're getting to those very exciting areas of programming where now, we get to play around with the program, just come up with with problems and then, try to figure out solutions. We're getting there. We're getting there. So in this one, we're gonna be talking about decimal format, right? So this is another class that we need to import, right? So I'm gonna erase all of this. So and we're going to import it. Java import java.util dot. Oh, sorry, no, it's not util, right? It's not util. I'm sorry about that. It's text, right? So it's java.text dot decimal format. Okay. So decimal format is found in java.text. Scanner is found in java.util. Right? So how do we use it? We use this. We follow the exact same thing, right? We imported scanner, so we imported decimal format. We need to create a scanner object. We create a decimal format object, and then we use the scanner and we use the decimal format. It's pretty much the same thing, right? So firstly, we're going to create a scanner declare and let me say declare let me just say declare. So scanner, and in this case I'm going to change it up. I'm going to call it KB, right? KB sounds cool. KB. Anyway, so we do next scanner, and then we're going to say system.in, right? System.in. Okay, so this, I've now created a scanner object, right? So how do we use the decimal format? We need to create a decimal format object. How do we do it? The exact same way. So decimal format, right? I'm gonna call this one df. It sounds very cool. It's KB Fission df. Yeah. So next, new decimal format. Okay, and then open up the brackets. Unfortunately, we do not write system in inside the brackets, right? So system in only exists inside the scanner, right? So something else is going here. Now for our decimal format, it is expecting a string inside here. And what is the string? It's expecting how do we want to format whatever it is that we're trying to format, right? So what exactly is decimal format and what is it used for? It is used to format numbers, right? Maybe you want numbers to be written in a specific pattern, right? So that's what decimal format does, right? So maybe you want it to be like 1, 2, 3, 4, or you just want like 3 values and then comma and then double 2, and then just have like 2 decimals at the very end. How when we were calculating our radius, it was coming out like this, like it's got like a bunch of decimals at the very end, and you're trying to eliminate that, right? So you just want like 3 values and not have and only have 2 decimals at the end. So decimal format can help you do that, right? Completely, it can help you do that, right? Okay. So firstly, okay, so let's create another variable. That's going to be radius. So we're going to do the exact same exercise, but this time around we're going to have decimal format. So we're going to have radius down here, right? And then okay, and then what do we have? And then radius, and then we have area. Yeah, area. Sorry about that. I'm forgetting myself. Anyway, so input. So input, we're going to tell the user to enter a radius. Okay, so same thing that we've done, right? So remember, please note, this does not get the input. This is just printing out the statement. Okay, it does not allow the user to type anything. It's just a print out statement. Okay, please remember it. Okay, and then next up, then we collect information from the user. So we collect it in this line here. Or we say radius is equal to kb dot next int, right? Because it's an integer, we created it as an integer. So next int, and then save that. Oh, actually, let's do double. I'm getting tired of integers. So instead of next int, we're going to use next double, right? So that we can be able to use those decimal, you know. Okay. Then next up, we're gonna do process, and then inside the process, right? This is where we're gonna do the calculation of an area, right? So I'm gonna show you where you use the decimal format. It's really cool. And then next, so what's it's pi times radius, well, pi r squared, yeah, radius to the power 2. So we need to say mass.power, and then radius to the power 2, right? Like this, yeah. And then we have our output, right? Now we're gonna have a system.out.print. Yeah, we'll make it a print line, it's fine. And then terminate that. And then next up, we're just gonna have what do we say? We're gonna say the area of the circle is, right, and then concated, right? Yeah, this is the plus sign is called concat. Please remember it. There we go. So every time we talk about concating, they just mean like, you know, add a plus sign, basically, or combining. Yeah, join. That's what it means. Joins. Yeah, it's to join. Yeah, no, these words sometimes they escape. Okay, so now let's run it and see what we have, right? Program 1, so enter radius. We're gonna say 7, right? So the area of the circle is 153 point what, right? So we don't want that. We just want 2 decimal places. We want it to be in this pattern, where you have 3 numbers before your comma and only 2 numbers after the comma, right? So how do we do that? We then call DJDF, right? So let me just erase area right here. So we call DJDF, and then we say dot format, right? Like this, right? Dot format. Okay. Oh, this is supposed to be another, yeah. So dot format, and then what goes inside the brackets is what we want to format, right? So now df.format means use this pattern right here. And where does df come from? It's our DJ right here that we've created, you know, that DJ that we created right there. And then dot format, this format class belongs to the decimal format. Oh, sorry, this format method belongs to the decimal format class. Okay, it's been given to DJDF because we've created DJDF as a decimal format object. So now what goes inside the brackets is what we're trying to format, and we're trying to format the area, right? So there's our area. So now when we save this and we try to run it, and boom. Oh, sorry, I was too quick. So there it is, right? There it is right there. So as you can see, now it gives us only 2 decimals at the end, right? So you know, yeah. So how do we can we change the? Yeah, we can. Yeah, we can. So I'm gonna explain to you the different types of ways you can format, right? So I'm gonna run this again. I just want to show you something very important. So the radius pi r squared, I'm gonna use 1 here, right? As you can see, so I typed 1 and our answer is 003,14, right? 003,14, right? Why is it like that? Because that's how we formatted it. It's always going to have 3 values, 3 values before a comma and 2 values after the comma, right? What if we don't want these zeros right here? So that's very simple, right? That is very simple. You can just have a hashtag, right? So the difference between the 0 and the hashtag is that if you write 0, that means if there's no number in that place, the program will add a 0 to cover up to make that pattern happen, right? So if there's no decimals, right? If there's no decimals, then the program is going to add 2 zeros at the end. Okay. Same way when we had this, right? So there was no numbers here. The first 2 didn't have numbers, so it added 2 zeros there to make it 003. So however, if we change this to be a hash, and then we run it again, right? Oh yes, I did save. Now we'll run it again. I'm going to type 1 again. As you can see, now it comes out as 3.14. Right? So this means, okay, if there's a number, then put it. If there's no number, then don't put it, right? So something similar, something common that you're going to see is something like this, right? So you can combine them and have 0. So you can have a hash and then 0. Meaning to say, if there's no number at all, right, then you're going to have 0 comma something. Right? However, if there's a number, then you're going to use 0. If there's more than one number, then yeah, add it. That's what the hash means. If there's a number, then add it. If there's no number, then don't do anything. Right? So that is completely legal. Oh, I didn't save. Silly me, I didn't save. So load the changes and then run it, right? So enter radius 1. As you can see now, it works perfectly, right? So yeah, this is how we use the decimal format. So this is what it is, and this is how we use it. I hope you guys have learned something, something useful. I hope, you know. Yeah, man. Yeah, I'll see you guys on the next one. Eh?